Hi there, it's Daryl here from Tutor Pro. I just wanted to spend the next 2 to 3 minutes running you through the calendar functionality that's available in our LMS from an admin perspective. So I think last time around we ran through the same piece of functionality from the end user perspective. As you can see, the interface itself is largely similar with the upcoming events on the left-hand side and the ability to view the calendar. So if we go in and view the calendar, you'll notice there's a couple of changes already. One being the legend, a few different colors available to us as an admin, and some various different information around courses or events that I am the trainer for, and the ones that I'm training and the event itself is full. There's also a nice piece of functionality here to tell you how many people have enrolled onto each event. As you can see, only one for a number of these. In terms of being able to schedule an event within the calendar, there's a few different ways to do this. We can add an event from the top left-hand corner using the Add button. We can also venture over to the 3-button drop-down, in which case I can import a whole series of events. So if I have 15, 20 events that I want to schedule, I could come in here and import those and just immediately go onto the calendar. A really nice way to do it, and my personal favorite, is just to click on the day. So actually I'm going to run an event for the 19th. And click on this one, and it'll take me through to the add event page. I'm going to select and look at my drop down, and as you can see, all these events are available to create a scheduled event. So I'm going to do a time and billing event and select. That takes us through to the next page with the event details, a description field, and the ability to add multiple event dates. So if this is an event that you're going to use multiple times a month, say run an induction course every Tuesday, it might be a case that you want to come in, add the first one, and add a few dates for the following Tuesdays of that month. We can look at adding locations. Again, various different locations available. I'm going to add London and a venue. There's also the ability to change the event size on this screen and different enrollment options, whether that's opening time or closing time. Confirm. Takes us through now, and it gives us the option to add a contact. Now that this is a physical event, we can search for a contact. A contact in Tutor Pro's world is essentially a trainer. So I'm going to choose myself to train this one. And then also we have the ability to include a webinar using a URL. So if you have a Zoom URL or something along those lines, a Teams URL, you can add that in there and create that as a webinar too. But we're going to save this as just a physical instructor-led training event. That will then take us through to this events management page, if you like. There's some detail around the event status, and again, a nice learner link that we can email out. And we have the ability to attach things like certificates or surveys and change some of the location information. The registration enables us to write a registration rule. So this is currently open to everyone, but we could change that if we wanted to make this available to a certain select few users. We have the contact field, so the trainer itself, the users, so usually this will be a list of attendees, and from there we can export something like a roster. Any attachments you may want to add to the event, so something like a PDF maybe, or additional learning. Any requests, so once this event has reached full capacity, you might have some attendees that want to request to enroll on that currently aren't enrolled, so you could review requests here as well. And then lastly, we have the summary page. So this is typically what the end user will see on that enrollment card. So you can see the ability to enroll and some of the prerequisites and location information. But ultimately, it's just a summary that the end user will see. So it's the way that you can test this to see what information is available to your learners. There are a few other things that we can do from the admin side. We can attach certificates and surveys, look at cancellation reasons, and also look at the kind of emails and communications that we can automate from here as well. But hopefully that gives you a look and feel for the admin side. If you do have any additional questions on some of this additional functionality, please feel free to get in touch and I'll be happy to book in a session. Thank you. Have a great day.